Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Welcome to Get Up Right Morning Drive Devotion. I'm your host, Pastor Don. Hey, let me first start off by saying this to you. Don't end the year with the same lying, conniving, backbiting, deceptive, inconsistent spirit that continuously hovers around you. And I'm going to tell you where I'm going with this. The Bible talks about when we become into relationship with Christ, we become new creatures. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things become new. And some of us are not seeing the new in some of us. We see glimpses of new, but we consistently see the old in us. And I want to submit to you today that that spirit is deceiving. It is very much so deceiving. And the end road comes to John 10:10, the thief cometh but to kill, steal, and to destroy. If you don't think that God has given some folks the spirit of discernment to see that you fake as a $3 bill, you crazy for real. When I was doing all the dirt I was doing, I got caught every single solitary time. Every time. I don't know how, because, watch this, deception, lying, cheating, it's blinding. You're never on your A game when you are being deceiving or deceptive. I got caught every time. And I didn't understand how I got caught. One of the instances, I went and used the phone to make a phone call, and the lady I was dating at that point called me and gave me the girl's phone number and told me who I was talking to, the whole 9 yards. And then back in the day of the pages, them doggone Insta pages, they need to be thrown in the garbage. Them chirp telephone, they was garbage. Trash, as old boy would say, because I got late. But because I was living the way I was living, I was bound to get caught, because the Bible is clear that whatever you do in the dark is going to come to the light. And I'm seeing this in some people. We got to quit thinking everybody's stupid and we slicker than slick, because there are some people who are much smarter than us. Pastor Jamon Manor told me one time in the conversation, he said, if you're the smartest one in the room, you're in the wrong room. I'll never forget that. I will never forget that, because that is the God's honest truth. If you're the smartest one in the room, you really do need to get out that room, because there's no growth. There's a cap on top of that. That you're not going to grow, you're not going to mature. And I'm grateful to God that was dropped in my spirit, because it caused me to have to do some self-evaluation, which I'm hoping that this conversation that we have today is going to promote you to do some self-evaluation. I'm seeing way too many people who are living like I used to live, and I'm trying to prevent from ever going back to that. If anybody know, well, I ain't gonna give her name, but a young lady I was this close to marrying, she told me, she said, game recognized game. Game recognizes game. And y'all, that's the truth. Game recognizes game. We gotta stop thinking that we so clever with our foolishness and our deception. Nobody knows what we're doing. Listen, anytime a person who claims to be saved and you never can see anything that resembles salvation in that person, that's questionable. their salvation is questionable. You hear me? It's questionable. I'm trying to block you out from the sun. It's questionable. I'm seeing people birthing what they want to call a ministry, and you sit under a ministry, but you have not even consulted the head of that ministry before you birth the ministry. You are not. You acting like you have no father, no, or any covering. And technically, you don't have a covering if you didn't do it the right way. I refuse to cover anybody who was birthed out of adultery, if I may, or fornication, spiritually in talking. So, quit thinking people are stupid and they don't see what you're trying to do. Don't do that. I had an intense conversation with a preacher, pastor, who was telling me about some people who just left and they birthed these churches and these ministries. If you birthed a church, y'all listen to me. You birthed a church 3 to 5 years ago, and you still in a house. You still in a store. You ain't even got a storefront. You not even got a schoolhouse. You ain't got a library. You still in your own personal residence. There's something wrong with that. There's something desperately wrong with that. And you're not working towards purchasing, renting. You know, you're not doing any of those kinds of. There's something wrong with that picture. And then here's the ugly side. I'm going to be gone in a minute. The real ugly side is you're birthing ministries, as you call them, out of pain, lies, deception. You wasn't faithful to anybody else, but now you want to give this look like you're faithful. Baby, do you think ain't nobody going to follow you, Doc? I'm sorry. You might get some views. You might have a whole bunch of views. I saw one guy, I'm like, my land, brother had a whole bunch of views, but you wasn't faithful to where you were. But now all of a sudden you want people to be faithful to you. Baby, let me tell you, when that honeymoon stage is over with and the real you show up, then you're gonna come back and say, you know what? I probably shouldn't have been playing with God, playing with my own call like I played with it, and now I got to suffer the consequences of it. And you don't have enough Christ in you to go back and apologize to the ones that you misused and lied on. And, one dude told a big, huge lie just to get out of being, just to be able to leave.